Video continues our discussion on the server-side render events that are available to you in the grid. So going back here, you can see now that this event has injected the on before existing rows render fires once before all of the existing rows of data, and this fires before any of the existing rows are rendered, and it's injected this HTML over here. Then before each individual row is rendered, you can inject HTML. So this HTML here was injected in the on existing row render, and you can see that each row has that the same title because the event fires once for each row. So you can see the before and after. So this was fired in this in the on existing row render, and it injected the HTML after the row was rendered. So each row each existing row in the grid has this header and footer underneath it. Then when we get to the last existing row, this HTML was injected by the after existing rows rendered event, and then before the this HTML over here was injected by the after existing rows render event. Then before the new rows are rendered, we get the on before new rows rendered, and now you can inject HTML over here. So these render events are very useful because they allow you to create arbitrary markup and insert it into your grid to achieve effects that would be impossible to do if you were just basically rendering the grid without having these events available to you. Now, obviously, since these events are all executing on the server, your XBasic that you execute in the event handler can be arbitrarily complex. It can be opening tables, doing queries, calling functions, etc. And the net result is that it must still, though, just simply compute a string property and set it over here. So, but in creating this HTML string here, you can use the full power of XBasic and create an arbitrarily complex event handler here to compute this HTML. So the render events basically in effect are very powerful because they give you a crack at modifying the HTML that is emitted by the server before it gets sent to the client, to the browser, for the browser to display.